Okay, traders, back for my session. It's Monday morning. I have maybe 30 minutes. I'm gonna make it quick. Had a pretty excellent month, just need to keep up with the habits. However, I need to be flexible to adjust as well because I'm seeing how the market is changing. Everything was under the 200 moving averages. Now things are coming above it. Breakouts are starting to work. I need to be a little bit more long focused. And I started that yesterday with the Solana Market Timing Pro long, which is one of these breakout longs with a super wide stop loss. I maybe should have done this with Bitcoin. Well, the thing I say should or shouldn't, like it would have been working. The issue is I don't like to trade different strategies on the same asset. So, yeah, we'll go take a look and whatever happened, happened, and just got to focus on where we are and where we want to go from here. So Solana went higher and then lower. It looks fine. If it closes under here, I need to call it. Bitcoin patience rewarded. I have gotten filled on one part of my long, which is around break even. BNB no. Saga is working. Doge is working a little bit. Arkham is working. Doge was nearly stopped, but looks okay. So if I look at my count, let's go ahead and take a look. Is it up or down from yesterday? It looks like it should be up a little bit. Yeah, I've been kind of in the same place for the past week. Bitcoin's break even. Oh yeah, it's the Solana one that's going against me. Okay, so let's do this quickly, and then I have an all-day adventure day ahead of me. Gold is interesting giving a pin bar. So I mean it's toppy, but I'm not here to call top on gold. Silver, what an insane day Friday was. Jesus, so crazy. Okay. So, oh wow, big red on US 200. Big red on the markets. Okay. So I'm in a Bitcoin long now. This is the first Bitcoin I've long, Bitcoin trade of any kind I've been in for since the 9th of this month. So 2 weeks. So just because I didn't get filled on anything. Interesting. So ETH is giving a peak sell short actually. So where's my daily levels and gaps? It's oh, is that the other one? This one? Levels and gaps. Where is that? This one. That's the one. Do I not have the settings? Okay. So ETH is giving short. So I want to look under the hood, but I could see myself doing something like this. I will do something like that, most likely. Um, my Bitcoin long does feel like a little bit of chasing, but Jesus. I'm interested in taking Ape and DYDX as well, adding. So I gotta hustle because I only have like 30 minutes, so there might not even be time to post this. I don't know. Oh, SC would have worked too, but I like leaving this one alone. Litecoin. I got stopped out of that one from down here. It's not working. Some of these, yeah, that I was trying. Chili's is working. Okay, well, I have enough to go off of, or enough options. Here's what I want to look up. BTC liquidation, BTC funding rate. I know it's really hot. That's why I didn't really want to be a longer up there. Um, Depending on how it looks, I could consider cutting the Bitcoin long and increasing my size lower, potentially. Because I have this one, which is filled. I have this one, which was close to being filled, which I could maybe do with bigger size. Considering yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. So in 24 hours, $47 million on each of these. Ape all alongs got wrecked. Wow. 47, okay. Funding rate, Bitcoin, we're gonna look at ETH, and we're gonna look at BNB. I'm not gonna look at Solana for now, I'm just gonna leave Solana alone. But yeah, I mean, it's really hot. I like the idea of continuing with the sells here. I mean, 48%, 10%, 20%. Funding's actually only gone higher as prices come down, which is, uh, I would say pretty bearish. So I'm interested in lower. Gotta hustle a little bit. Mm. So what we're seeing is spot sold, funding's hot. People are leveraging here. Funding hasn't really been closed out. I think I'm gonna cut my Bitcoin and try lower. This looks like a scenario where, yeah, BNB. And I have BNB lower too. Okay. BNB looks a lot healthier, but does that really mean anyways? So yeah, I want to be prepared for a lower price on Bitcoin, potentially. ETH, Saga, Doge. I want to add more, but how do I take risk off? So for Arkham, I could maybe break even Arkham. Same thing with Saga. Kind of like that. And that can allow me to add some of these other ones on my own time. I still have maybe 20, 30 minutes. So let me start by looking at Saga and Arkham, see if they still make sense. And then I want to look at Sia coin, what is it? Um, ape, ape dydx, ape and dydx. Still looks fine. Can continue to run this. This one looks good, still looks good. The main thing I'm looking for is funding to go negative, spot to start buying. Hasn't happened. So these look good to me. We can stick with those. I'll tell you, I don't actually like the Bitcoin along. I think I want to go lower. Just based on what I'm seeing for the funding rate. And yeah, I'm going to advance my stops on a couple of the shorts. I think I'll leave the Solana long. And close it if it closes under there. And then I'm going to add, yeah, let's go and look. We did hit something somewhat significant, but under that seems better, and I could come in with a larger size, maybe. Maybe I just leave them alone. Funding is really hot. I don't love how much I would lose on this. Okay, so I'm gonna leave these alone. Although I'm gonna advance my stops on them. Let's advance the stops, which oftentimes comes back to her, but it is what it is. Saga. Saga, I'm gonna put my stop at right here. 3.05. So I took off most of the risk on that one. I'm gonna do the same thing with Arkham. 1.867. So taking off most of the risk on those ones. Those ones are done. So I'm gonna look at Ape, and I'm gonna look at DYDX, and I'm gonna put a ETH limit short, and I'm probably going to change my Bitcoin position. Probably want to leave Ape alone. Funding is more normalized, but I don't know. Open interest is up crazy. It's probably still in play. Um, okay. Ape is appealing to me that this happened. DYDX, not as much. Also, it wasn't quite as insane a move. Ape just looks better to me. Showing. I have this. Zero bands. I want to adjust the volatility. Should be something like this. Would run my stop like right. Yeah, I mean, this is what makes sense to me anyways. My stop just inside of the high. Something like that. And then with ape, I would aim for I don't think it makes sense to aim all the way back here, but why not? I mean, that's where I can start. Okay. I'm gonna close the Bitcoin at a loss. Maybe I leave it alone. What's the difference from where we are? 67,200. Save me 350 bucks. Yeah, I like. Okay, so I'm gonna add ape, but not the other one. And I feel okay about this as well because I've been able to advance my stops. This is more, it's not quite an MTP, but it's close. Doge, I'm gonna advance my stop as well. I'm gonna call this the new top up here. 0.14912. Doge 0.14912. Okay, add ape. Super wide stop. 12%. Ape. Funding's positive. Okay. Market. I'm gonna market it. I'm gonna use this much. 20x. I'm gonna have 8x leverage. My stop's gonna be 1.719. Bitcoin's dumping. If I had even acted faster, I could have just saved $100. But I'm gonna close it and then I'm gonna look to reopen it. $143 lost. That's silly. Solana 2 is a drag. Come back. Perfect. Love that. Ape. Where's my stop gonna be? 1.719. 1.719. Ape. 1. Oh, what? Oh, I did it in cross. Okay. A 1.719 with a target of 0.8. It's too far to aim, maybe. It's not. 0. It's too far. I cannot set it at a 2R. That looks fine. 1.1557. Okay. I'm gonna increase this position by that 8. I'm gonna get out of Bitcoin. Out, I took a loss. Um, okay. Ape. Okay, Bitcoin. 10, 21, 24. BTC. Long. Limit 4-hour gap. 4-hour. This one's gonna be a loss. The realized loss on Bitcoin of -160. Yeah, I could have saved $160 if I had acted faster because I knew I wanted to close anyways. But it's okay. Yeah, Doge, Arkham, Saga, BNB, ETH. I feel like ETH gonna dump with no pullback, so I don't know how helpful a limit is, but I'm out of here. So um, let's think about. I don't necessarily need an ETH short because just because I have. Wow, I love it. I'm gonna stick with the Solana. Oh, ETH has been straight down, bro. This BNB lower. I have plenty shorts. Again, I'm gonna leave DYDX alone. This one would have worked. I just took Doge instead because it didn't. Yeah, this one would be working okay. Kind of. Some of these if I had stuck with longer, but it's all good. They top at different times. And I'm just trying to go a day at a time. Okay, so the question is for Bitcoin. Do I like this one? Or do I want just this one? Let's look. I probably will throw a small limit on ETH. I'm just going to keep it really small, however. Look at this move down here. Okay, funding's really high. It's just like pretty, it looks pretty bad at the current price, especially with momentum down. I'm okay with trying both, honestly. Trying under here and under here seems okay. I could also, if I really wanted to, like run a super wide stop. Then I could only trade a small piece. That one's really interesting too. Could we come all the way down there? I want to leave it as a possibility that We might come all the way into this box too. Right, I almost don't like the current longing in here. I almost don't like it. Just doesn't, nothing about the funding and the chart really looks good to me. We've had such a long uptrend. Kind of want to cut this. Look for like an actual good buying opportunity, which would be maybe down here. Or down here. But maybe this is foolish because I'm not going to be very protected. But I know this leverage came in. So I think I'm going to actually um, close this Bitcoin long. I'm going to close the ETH sell from higher. I'm going to keep the BNB long here. I'm okay with that. Want it to be small though. It's bigger than I want. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put an ETH sell in here, and I'm gonna target back down in here. I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna have a gap right here, and we're gonna have a gap up there. Seems unlikely to me that this even fills before lower, but we can try it. Okay. So for ETH, 50. I'm just gonna do 5 because I don't want to very much risk. Okay, so we're gonna limit sell at 2702. My stop loss is gonna be 2757, and I'm just gonna do 5. So I'm gonna about have like $200 risk. Even though this is better than the other trades and from an RR. Target 2433. The issue is I just have a lot of short risk. I don't really have that much short risk. Ape. against. Five. Compromise with 7. So yeah, I can lose a lot if things go straight up from here, but okay with that. So I'm gonna cut this one and I'm gonna try to limit lower in these two areas, which might not happen, but still wanna get a Bitcoin and then we're done. Glad I didn't do more of these. At least, yeah, I do have some, a little bit of long. Solana's actually recovering. Saga, Arkham, Doge. Yeah, Ape could easily stop me. It's gonna be really volatile, but believe it. Okay. So Bitcoin, I'm gonna limit at 64,211. Under this wick, right in this area. And then I'm gonna have a limit right here at 61,676. Something like that. Could have saved $150 just by acting faster on what I kind of wanted to do anyways. But the idea is this wick, sweep of this wick, and also sweep of that. This may really not work. I mean, yeah, it might just continue higher without me. But I've decided I'm okay with that. 62,829. No TP for now. Okay, have the new long. Perfect. And a limit at 61,700. Stop loss will be 60,000. 25. Let's go. Okay. I also have this one. Okay. I have a BNB long down here. We're just gonna leave it after this. If the whole market just goes straight up, then it'll be painful, but this is what I've chosen to do. And the main thing is the funding rate is still extremely hot. Like if anything, it got hotter. And spot is, I mean, it's yeah, more of a leverage move. I want to see a big open interest flush before I entered. The move down didn't do anything. I want to see open interest come back to 20 billion or something, but yeah. Yeah, it's just, Jesus, it's so hot everywhere. I like leaving everything, basically staying with the shorts. Don't really like Solana long, but I'm gonna leave it. And I can hold it, like we can have our drawdown and then it comes back up and I make some money later. This is gonna be a longer hold. But yeah, it's possible I really botched the Bitcoin and that's the biggest pullback we're gonna get, but I don't think so. Ape was maybe dumb. I like the other stuff though. Yeah, if we have straight green candles across the market, it seems so unlikely that that happens though, but it's possible. It won't wreck me, but there would be losing for sure. Okay, I need to get out of here. Happy trading, y'all. Good luck. Much love. And have fun. I guess what I'm looking for is something like this, like a sharper pullback. What's my entrance? Wasn't wasn't here, right? Uh, uh, hmm. Okay, now I'll let him run. Basically where I was yesterday, up a little bit. All right, folks. Let's